Hello, everyone. This is Marsha McLean, and I am the host for the 2.0 Grandmas podcast. And it is my pleasure today to introduce to you two young men that are doing some big things in our community. I'm so excited that they're on our show today because I want grandmas to know that if you are raising your grandchildren, you have some phenomenal young men here who can help you do that. And we'll tell you all about their organization. But before we get into that, let me tell you, this show is about grandmas, it's for grandmas, and it's by a grandma. But we like to bring in people in the community who are helping and can support grandmas in the work that they're doing with their children, or maybe the work that they're doing for themselves. So, at Grandmas 2.0, we're all about redefining, realigning, and redesigning your life. And so welcome to the show, Mr. PJ Piggott and Mr. Reneldo Randall.
Thank you for having us.
I'm excited, guys.
Likewise.
So let's start with telling the audience about who you are individually, and then we'll start talking about the organization. So who'd like to go first?
I'm gonna pass that torch to Renaldo.
All right, Mr. Reneldo Randall.
All right, I'll take the lead on that. So my name is Reneldo Randall. I am not a resident of Williamsburg, where we do a lot of our work with our nonprofit, but I grew up in Williamsburg. Williamsburg made me. I currently live in Suffolk, Virginia, where I work at Old Dominion University as an administrator, and I teach some classes in the business realm. I'm a father. I have 3 children, married as well. I'm the former past chair of the board for the Black Chamber of Commerce in the Hampton Roads area. Also co-authored a book with PJ. I'm a serial entrepreneur, leadership consultant, mindset consultant, and coach. What else? Soccer dad, minority investor, small business investor, and dedicated servant of God.
All right, a Renaissance man. Okay, yeah. I love it. Yes. Okay.
It was always funny because a lot of our stuff is probably 90%. So a lot of times people hear the duplication a lot. But again, my name is PJ Piggott. I'm a resident of Williamsburg, Virginia, born and raised. Proud graduate of Grambling State University. Yes, I always give it up for that.
Yes. HBCU. Yes, honey.
Yes. Also, like Renaldo said, I am one of the co-authors of the book Friends in Business, also co-founder of nonprofit organization Real People Educating Others. Also, I'm a husband, not a father yet of my own children, but of course a lot that we mentor. Also investor, entrepreneur, also the owner of PJ's Customs apparel, custom shirts and designs. Also owner of Piggott Sports, football and basketball trainer. Also, like I say, life coach. A lot on our platform and plateau. A committee chair of the NAACP. Proudly to represent that organization as well. Also, I'm a member of the Williamsburg James City County Community Foundation as well. I'm on that board. I'm also part of the 757 Rams youth football team. Well, myself and Renaldo. Mm-hmm. So like I say, it's a lot. I'm pretty sure we're missing something. Again, this is something, we talk about all the time. A lot of times we be writing it down. But again, like I said, we just really, a man of God. And, that's the main thing. First, number one, always, and really just a platform of really serving and giving back. Really, everything that we said is great, but really that's the main key of really just giving back.
Yes,
we're in the people business.
Yes, and I feel very proud of both of you because Jay, when you were a kid, and so I feel very proud. I don't have anything to do with your success or anything, but I want you to know that I feel very proud to know you and to have known you as a kid and to see you grow up into this wonderful young man that you've become. So I feel very honored to be here today with you. And Renaldo, I guess from knowing you from a distance and knowing the people that you know, I feel very proud of both of you.
Right.
So that's very exciting. And I always like to think when people tell who they are and about what they're doing, I like to think of the things that we have in common. So I work at a college, Renaldo, I work at Montgomery College in Maryland. And I'm a college professor, and my doctorate is in higher education administration. And I heard you say you're an administrator, college administrator. So I decided not to take that route, though, but because I wanted to do all these other things, like I'm a consultant myself, and I work with some organizations out of DC, some federal organizations doing some writing, some content development, posting online, those kinds of things. And so I decided, you know what? I think I can save myself some stress and not do all of those things, and not be an administrator, because I knew it would be a lot of hours and I didn't want that. And at the time when I went back to get my doctorate, I was already a grandma. And so I wanted to be able to spend some time with my grandchildren. So that was the determining factor for me, right? But I commend you for doing that, because I love to see young men in that field, because we need to make sure that the pipeline stays, there's a pipeline always there. And
Right.
I commend you on that, because I know, and that's a wonderful, wonderful kind of position to be in as well,
Yeah.
because you are leading the next generation.
Yes, ma'am. I'm on assignment.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I'm
I
pursuing my
commend both
PhD
of
as
you.
well. So, and you got yours as a grandma. So
Yes,
congratulations.
excellent. Yeah. And there are a lot of grandmas that are doing things like that. I mean, as I've been doing this work, I found, oh my God, the things that grandmas are doing these days is phenomenal. Yeah. So that's why I'm focused on making sure that people know, because, at some point when you get, and you guys haven't experienced this, but when you get a certain age in life, and especially in this country, people don't see you anymore. It's like you're invisible. But I'm one of the folks who are part of my mission is to make sure that we are not invisible, but we are visible, and people see what we're doing, because, in other countries, the grandmas, the elders are it. But in America, it's a little different. We honor the young, and that's it. And everybody else, the babies and the old ones, go somewhere and sit down, kind of thing, right? So that's one of the reasons why I decided to start Grandmas 2.0. But enough about that. I want to hear about your organization, Real People Educating Others. Please tell us about that.
Pete, you start.
Well, with Real People Educating Others, RPEO, a lot of times, again, people get it twisted. It's like a tongue twister, because people say repo. Who's like, no, don't say repo.
like repos.
Don't say repo. Funny. Repo is considered,
negative.
That's a negative term, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And we get it all the time, like repo, and we know where they're coming from or what they're trying to say. But it's like some people we make sure we correct them. Hey, I know what you're saying, but it's Real People Educating Others. And then they come back to us again and still say repo.
Right.
But Real People Educating Others, we came up with that name first because we remember being in school, like especially middle school and high school, and having guest speakers coming in. And myself and Renaldo, like me growing up in Williamsburg, coming from Moretown, grew up on Moretown Road, right where Centera Hospital is now. That was a drug-infested community. And thinking about now, we're just having this conversation just recently where I was telling somebody 99.9% of the people that I grew up with in Moretown has been incarcerated for over 10 years or more. Like I said, it was a drug-infested community. And myself, I know I use sports as my drug. That was my drug of choice, sports, football, basketball, and using that as a way to get out. So we wanted to give back. We had a lot of people pouring into our life through like high school, through college, coaches that stayed in communication with us, people that, sent us money when we needed. We understand that, when you first get to college, but now the college kids, they're rich now. They getting paid and everything.
I know, right? That. I'm a little bit miffed by that, because I'm like, man, if we could go back.
Yeah, because it's them struggling days, and you got to send your coach sending you $50, $20 here.
Right.
You're bugging your parents. That
Right.
$20 go a long way in college, right?
Yes, honey.
So we wanted to really just have a platform to be able to give back to the community, and we set a stage where a lot of people like ourselves wasn't going to college, So when we came back into the area, we wanted to say, man, let's show people how they could go to school. Let's show them that they could, still dream if they was dreaming about going to college or even leaving Williamsburg. So we came up, myself, Renaldo, and one of our other partners, Corey Judge, one of our close friends. Us three, we actually are the three co-founders of Real People Educating Others. And we came back and we just say, you know what, we want to give back. We want to, help. We want to support, and we want to pay it forward for those that, kind of paid it forward for us.
Yes.
So we started off like just doing little small things. Again, we had the vision that it would blow and grow. Not like it has. We probably didn't have that vision, but it's really just taking on and really just looking at the people that we have impacted over the years. And I know a lot of times me and Renaldo chat and we just talk about, and sometimes you forget about the things you've done. And when we go back and have a recap, or social media reminds you of something you did 10 years ago or 8 years ago, and it was like, wow. Or even now looking at seniors that we go to the local high schools and watch seniors or juniors that's playing high school basketball. I remember them guys when they was coming to our annual football camp and stuff like that, when they was 13 and 14 years old, and now they're ready to graduate. And it's like, wow. And stuff like that really just make us smile. But their name, Real People Educating Others, again, we remember people coming and speaking to us in suits, business suits. And to us, where we was coming from, now we know, because we know both sides. We know the education side, and we know also the street side. So back then it was like, man, you can't relate to us. You don't know where we come from or what we facing. A lot of what we hear now in the schools, when you're hearing teachers and stuff saying they don't have a rapport with kids, or they can't manage the kids or classroom, a lot of it is because of the rapport. And I know I'm a big fan of always saying, if you master the rapport, then you master the game with anything, with people. I know I said that earlier. We're in the people business. So we say, you know what, we got to relate to them. So when we go into the schools, so even now, when the Toanna middle schools, the Lafayette, the Berkeley middle schools, the Bruton high schools, when all those schools call us and say, hey, can you come in, talk to our sports team or to a class? The first thing we do is say, hey, Renaldo, what you putting on? Like, we got to put on a polo. We got to be relatable to the kids, because
it's like work. You got to put on your uniform.
Exactly.
It's like, what uniform we putting on? Because every school, it never fails. Every school we went to, soon we see the audience, the first thing they do is go from shoes on up. And it's like, oh, and then we see their head shake. We was like, oh, they must like, oh, we hear
it's that immediate rapport. That's why we call ourselves Real People Educating Others, because we're just real dudes. And
and that's what people need. You're right. Real. Yeah.
Real.
That's exactly
so we
what
try to remain
need.
real, down to earth. And like P said, we have a little bit of edginess with us because of how we grew up, but then we also went to college, done some great things professionally, and obviously with the nonprofit. And so we have 4 pillars. So we weren't all over the place, but we're really organic. People would call on us for a lot of stuff. So we had to kind of narrow down what we were going to do. And we decided mentorship definitely had to happen. Education had to happen because it was in our name. Extracurriculars, like Pete said, his drug was sports. Mine likewise, right? So we definitely had to do athletic camps. Then we did service, because it's all about service, and that's a way to show young people how to give back early. And so we developed those as our 4 pillars, and kind of been riding those out. And everything else, we have a go-to resource too, right? Like, we can't help you. We're going to find the help for you if it doesn't fall under our 4 pillars. And so that's kind of how we look. We like to say we're 10-year overnight success.
10-year overnight
steady grinding.
So you've been in business for 10 years with the nonprofit?
Well, 15 actually.
Oh, really?
We started in 2000. We was established in 2008.
Oh, wow. Okay.
2008.
We were in our 20s.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We're still in our 20s.
Right. Yeah, me too. Yeah.
And we remember, and I mean, and even like a lot of people, we run into people that want to start nonprofits and do these things. Like, we did all the legwork. Like
Mhm.
really, I mean, the policies, procedures, like,
Yes.
you know, I mean, we sent all our information in and maybe had a couple hiccups where we had to, you know, edit some things and
Mhm.
resend it. But for the most part, it was like trial and error. We was learning on the way, and we was able to do it. And once we did it, became a 501c organization. It was like, wow, game over.
Mhm.
And then looking at the growth, and I think over the years when people just start seeing the plateau, like Renaldo said, the 4 pillars. But then we have annual events that we do. Our biggest event is our back to school event, which is actually coming up in August. We do it every year at Lafayette High School because
Okay.
this is our 4th year doing it at Lafayette, because we outgrew. We started off doing it in the Grove community at the Elks Lodge. We were
Okay.
doing it there, and we outgrew it. So Lafayette gave
Wow.
us.
So you're at the high school now.
Yeah, we're
Wow.
at the
Which
high
is
school.
unheard, which is precedent. Right?
Yes.
Precedent.
Really?
Yeah, so we
People were very
there,
surprised
and
we were able to pull that off the way we.
Wow.
did.
So I want to know more about that, because maybe Grandma's 2.0 can help you in some way. Okay.
Oh,
But we
definitely.
need to take a little break right now. And when we come back, let's talk about how we could do that. Maybe there's
Okay.
something we could do together. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Hold that. Okay, so now I got caught up in the music there a little bit. But anyway, so now, yeah, tell us about that back to school and so event that you do, because there's something that we can do to help for that.
Yeah, so the back to school event, we do it every August, and we usually do it like the week before school start, or maybe 2 weeks, no more than 2 weeks before school start.
Okay.
And this year
August
we already
19th.
have the date locked, this August 19th. And it will be at Lafayette High School in Winsburg, and it's open to any and everybody. We always say, look, if you out of town and you happen to be visiting and you in Winsburg that day, you can come. But what happens at this event? Everything is free. Last year, of course, every year our goal is to grow. And last year we actually hit a mark, a PR, where we actually had 33 vendors, 33 vendors. And and a lot of times when we like to let people know, when we talk about vendors, it's not vendors that's coming and setting up, selling anything.
Right.
Like everything is resourceful. So it's more information, like, you know, it might be a organization from like a mental health standpoint. It might be like domestic violence. It might be,
wonderful.
you know, the police with the idea kid. You know, NAACP, and a lot of people just have their organization, and what they're doing is handing out brochures or pamphlets for people can know and be educated on these resources that's available in the community. I know we have like Winsburg Medical, they'd be out there. We have Jade and Henry from the prescription shop. You know, they set up and they was doing vaccinations. We have the free haircuts. You know, we have the free haircuts. We have volunteer barbers who come and do the haircuts. We have stylists who come and do the young ladies' hair. We do the face painting. We do the blow up machines. We have the blow up machines. Last year we had the arcade van bus. You know, we had that. Corey Kitchen, Corey Southern Pancake and Waffles. They come and Corey's Chicken Shack. You know, he got so many restaurants, right? But Corey, he comes and he cook all the food. Free of charge. He cook all the food.
My. Oh, that is wonderful.
All the drinks.
Like 1,000
PJ.
people.
It was like 1,000 people.
Like 1,000 people, like 600 kids served with parents and like 2 parents and a friend. Like it's really, we don't even get to see everybody. We see the pictures afterwards to see how diverse it is and how many people are actually there. We actually also have the police chief, the mayor, the people from the
school board.
Nice.
Superintendent.
Yeah, superintendent. So like
all of them be there and they speak. And we're gonna give a huge definitely give a shout out to Senator Mason. The last 2 years, Senator Mason had donated 600 book bags for this event. So that's been very helpful as well. But again, like we have tons of people. Jerry from Colonial Sports.
Right.
We always do the T-shirts for us for the volunteers, for the staff. And we have tons of volunteers. We have the sport teams coming out, like Lafayette track team. We have like the football team, basketball. We have a lot of volunteers that come out that day and really just help put this event on. And it's packed. It's our biggest event that we that we do, and we always again looking for, like say, the ways that collaborate and make it bigger.
Yes, yes.
Collaboration is the key. Kind of like you were saying with and the 2.0 grandma, like say
Right.
the organization, anywhere that you feel that you can fit in and we can make it better. That's the goal.
Yes, I would love to help, because I know for a fact there are grandmas out there that are raising the grandkids. We know this is the society that we're living in right now. For whatever reason, sometimes it's because there was a death in the family or something, and sometimes it's because of substance abuse issues and things like that. But for whatever reason, there are those grandmas out there. There's a lot of them. And so, yes, I would love to be a part of that. And so, I'll connect with you guys as we get closer to the event. And please keep me in mind in case I get too busy and forget. Okay.
Oh, will do.
But now, Renaldo, tell us about some of the other events, because that one is exciting. I want to hear about the other one too.
Yeah. So that really kind of starts the academic year, which is really cool, right? So it's a really community event. So we really love that. Was a big one. In terms of athletic events, we just wrapped up a basketball clinic. That's probably our second one. But now it looks like it's going to be a longer standing. We had a great turnout. People loved it. Rave reviews. Had some high school players, some coaches, some trainers come. So we always want to give a huge shout out to our volunteers, because they don't have to give their time the way they do, as much as they give. We also have our football camp, which is used. Both of those are in cooperation and partnership with Williamsburg, James City County Parks and Rec. So shout out for them. And so we have people for our football is really cool, because we have people, the coaches, the volunteer coaches are like a lot of people that we went to school with that went off to college and went off to play professional ball in different arenas, and they come back. I mean, they come from Texas, they come from Atlanta. We had one guy come from Europe, come from Charlottesville, so they all come back. So it's been a nice little reunion for us too. We probably will grow that into some type of weekend event. But we had Michael Vick come out. We've had who else?
And they met Michael Vick. That was with your camp. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Michael Vick, Ryan Randall.
Actually, when they came. When they came.
Okay.
David Macklin. So some of those NFL greats came, and so that's really cool. We have about 100 young men there, and for the basketball camp, I think it was around 60. Then we do our service projects, and so our service projects, we have Thanksgiving, right? So we serve 500 homeless, underserved people in the area, right? And I know that you probably have a global audience, but in some places, like in the Hampton Roads area, where tourist is a main way of making money in terms of economics. A lot of people stay in the hotels, right? Because it's not like homeless shelters. And so we serve a lot of those people during Thanksgiving. And so it's really cool because we put a resource sheet, right? We always give resources because you never know what they're going through.
Right.
Some quotes, right? Because words are powerful and words change things. So we'll be walking around, handing out food and quotes and resources. And, by the time we get around another side, a person run around like, man, I love this quote. Thank you. I needed this today. You really never know what you're going to see. And so there's those two. Am I missing something else, P? I feel like,
it's Christmas.
Christmas. But this is what I really want to get to. So hold on. I want to get to the mentorship. All right. So Christmas, we definitely do Christmas. We adopt several families. Usually they're big families. And so we gather names a couple of different ways. We've worked with some of the middle schools that work with the Angel Tree. We get some individuals that come to our back to school event. So we'll get maybe 16, 20 families, but they'll be big families, and we'll do Christmas for the whole family.
Okay, now that's another place where we can help, because we want to do grandmas that are raising the grandkids. We want to be a Christmas blessing to one of those families at least. Okay, so last year we did a $500 donation, and then the only thing that we ask is that they take pictures of the things with the kids. That's all. Of the kids. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah,
we do the same, and then we deliver it, and then we used to have them come in because we used to feed them. But then it became a little cumbersome because we were doing it really close to Christmas. So then we do take them gift cards. One year we took them turkeys and ham. So, however it comes to us in terms of resource and blessings.
Right.
And we did this even during COVID. We did it safer.
Oh, wow. Right.
So we came to find out that people were relying on us to show up in Thanksgiving, which was crazy, right? And so we organize around other organizations that do the same type of things on different days. And we make sure we get them early in the day before like they would eat a Thanksgiving meal, because some of them still will have that opportunity. And then we have our virtual mentorship program, which is
even Renaldo, but even before you even go into that, with the Christmas event, that's special because we got some local people in Williamsburg who just for the last maybe 4 years, we call him Onk, but he just go to Walmart and just purchase like 4 bikes and call me and say, hey, they're waiting for you to pick up the bike. I mean, so we're giving away like bikes, like good stuff, on the Christmas list. And we're trying to get 90% of the stuff that they have on that wish list that they fill out. We try to look to get all that stuff. So it's like, it get a little busy because we're in there, we're trying to shop like the weekend, trying to do your own family stuff. Like, it'd be hectic, but the blessing, the smiles on the family, his face, it's priceless.
Yeah.
Priceless. You're right.
It's a blessing, man. We get so much support. Like even with the back to school event, we're giving away computers. We're giving away like 50 raffles. Like it's really so. I hate to miss the details because the details are important, right? Like the bikes, and computers. Like we gave away 30 tablets with Wi-Fi for 6 years at our back to school event. So. Wow. Some of those small details are really big details. So
that's huge.
That you're able to, like, and some of the grandmas got the tablets. Some of them don't have Wi-Fi. Some of them have tablets, so helping with the technology. So shout out to the grandmas. We hopefully will have it again this year. So if the grandmas come out, we'll have it for them. And then the virtual mentorship, which I'm really proud of because it's our flagship like program. The other ones are events and they serve people really well. But they resource them, right? Like the back to school event has tons of resources that they can take with them throughout the year and plug in. But our virtual mentorship we've been doing for the last, I think we've done it with maybe 6, 7 of them, but we do them every quarter. And it's virtual, but it's really awesome because like this, we can bring people in for wherever the experts. And me and PJ kind of facilitate that experience. And we'll have for 5 weeks, we'll have the students on, and the attendance has been really good. Right, for it to be a virtual experience. We did it in COVID. We weren't sure how we started in COVID rather. Wasn't sure how it was going to take. It took really good. And the students, the young people were really in there asking questions, engaging. We had some phenomenal speakers that you'd have to pay to get otherwise. And they were our friends, and we just, and they did us a solid favor. And the young people got really good content. Mental health, importance of education, entrepreneurship, home ownership, right? Confidence, respect. So we run the gambit, and then we always add. We do our feedback, right? We want to make sure that we're giving them what they want, and so they enjoy it. They tell us what they want next, and so that's been really good. And we always send them a gift, right? So to get them engaged. So that's been really cool, and we that's something I'm really proud of because we get to see the young people a lot. Right, so there's multiple touch points, which is important, right? So we'll see some of them have been with us for like 4 of those. So that's a year. That's a year. And then we came to the back to school, then they might be at our football camp. So it enables us to like have some serious influence over them. The amount of touch points we get with them.
And so many children need that these days because when you listen to the news, you hear all these horrible things that are happening to young children, and sometimes by young children, they're doing them. And it's like, wow, what is happening to our babies? And so, I commend you guys for doing the work that you do because we definitely need it. We need all hands on deck. That saying, it takes a village. That is so true. It takes all of us doing, helping with the children, and I appreciate everyone that ever helped my children when I wasn't available or wasn't there and didn't even know that they helped, but I appreciate that. And I always try to help other folks' children as well, because we're all in this together.
Right.
We are definitely in this together. And like I said, it takes a village for us. But I want people to know how they can get in touch with you, because who knows, there may be some volunteers, some local folks here that are listening, that listen to our podcast who might be able to help as well. So tell us how to get in touch with you through the organization.
That's
We're definitely on the social media platform, both personally and also with our nonprofit information as well. So you can definitely search Facebook with Real People Educating Others, and we definitely will pop up. Also, you can search PJ Piggott on Facebook, and my personal page will pop up as well. Same thing with Reneldo Randall. You can search that in the search box and follow that on social media. Same thing with the Instagram platform, but also our Instagram platform for Real People Educating Others is at RPEO 2008. That's with the @ RPEO 2008. And then our personal information as well. You can, with our personal page on Instagram, you can just use our name, PJ Piggott, Reneldo Randall, and it'll come up as well. Also, our website. Our website is always also another resource and a way to find us and have all our platforms that I just shared with you. Our website is rpeova.org. That's rpeova.org, and you can see all of our information, ways to even volunteer. We have a link that you can sign up and always kind of get this information. It's almost like newsletters and everything from us anytime we're putting out information or events like Renaldo and myself were sharing today. And you can just really stay afloat to everything that we're doing from all the events that we just mentioned today. So all of our information is on that website. So, and also check out all the work we've been doing on the website. So when you go to the website, you'll see everything from just the Christmas events, the Thanksgiving, the football camps, the basketball camps, the mentorship program, and also even when we're just out speaking at local schools or even local juvenile detentions, you'll see all that pictures and stuff from that platform as well. So again, we can't wait, and we love to connect with you to collab on either all of the events that we talked about or even just some of them, whatever way that you feel that you can bring your
expertise. I will definitely reach out. Matter of fact, I was just thinking I'm going to go to the website again and look for the volunteer opportunities there and make sure, because I want to make sure that we stay in touch about this. And I'm really excited about the Christmas event and also the back to school event. Those are two places that I know right now that I would be happy to help with in any way that I can. So now, guys, is there anything that you want to leave us with? Any last words, parting words, quotes? Because I know you guys are big on quotes. So any quotes you want to share, or a quote you want to share with us as my son says, for the people out there, give the people a little something, something. So. And that's Hughes, by the way, says.
For the good of the community.
Yeah, I always say, again, we both always we've been pushing community over competition over community. Community over competition.
Community over competition. That. I love that.
We've been pushing that because there's a lot of times where we find ourselves when we listen and we hear people speak city to city, state to state throughout the nation. There's a lot of times it's competition.
Yes.
Instead of collaborating. So it was like, we ain't in it for competition. We ain't in it to do this or do that or be better than the next person. We in it for, to give back, for to serve a purpose and really do our work that God has put on our hearts and minds to do. So community over competition is something that we've been putting out and hoping people catch it, dissect it. But also, I'm a fan of opportunity. I always use that word. I like that word, opportunity. Because having opportunity and taking advantage of opportunity within the opportunity, that's big because, again, we understand that there's a lot of people out here going through certain things, struggling, and need that motivation, like Renaldo say. I mean, we get so many inboxes and and emails of stuff that we like, wow, some stuff that seems small to us that we put out there, and somebody come back and say, man, I needed that. And again, we always say when we post stuff, we don't post it for ourselves. We post it it's what's on your heart and on your thought process, as then you can reach somebody, because somebody's going through something that you end up posting, and they can say, you know what, and they can grab it and let that add value to themselves. So I know Renaldo, he got full of quotes as well. So
okay, Renaldo.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it short. I just want to double down. I'm gonna double down on this community over competition thing. I'm gonna double down on it.
Community over competition.
PJ gave y'all the word opportunity, but I'm gonna give the word grace, because I feel like we make one little mistake and people don't want to forgive us and they hold us to that. And I think that prevents us from doing community over competition. Like we're so competitive. We don't want to give each other grace. We want our name listed. Like, look, give people grace. I'm gonna say constructive criticism too. That's a whole nother show. But grace, accept constructive criticism. I think those can go in the same vein. But I'm doubling down on community over competition. Let's work together to make the world a better place. As might sound, but all of us, have something we can give to the world, right? And so all of us do a little bit. I like to say many hands make light work. And so we work together, we win by default.
Yeah. Ooh, I love it. Wow. You guys have really, really, really impressed me. You all are showing off today. Okay. Thank you.
Hey, look, they say the energy is contagious. So when we're around people like yourself, hey, you bring the best out of us. Like,
That's accurate. That's accurate.
Yes, I love it. So again, I'm so proud of both of you. Oh my God. And Renaldo, I can't wait to meet you face to face. Soon I'll be at one of your events. So you guys just keep me in the loop and I will be there. And thank you so much. And I just like to say this is Dr. Marsha Carter McLean signing off of the 2.0 Grandma Podcast, which is a show for grandmas, about grandmas, and by a grandma. Thank you so much, guys.
Grandmas 2.0 is here to remind us that it's never too late to dream and achieve, regardless of our age. Our mission is simple yet profound. We focus on redefining life for grandmas and empowering them to pursue their dreams and aspirations. With a philosophy grounded in partnership, teamwork, and unwavering support, we believe that, given the right encouragement, grandmas can achieve their dreams and rewrite the narrative of their lives. We firmly believe that no dream is too big or too small when you have the right support system in place. Grandmas 2.0 is all about creating partnerships and networks that empower grandmas to achieve their goals. Our community is a place where grandmas can connect, collaborate, and inspire one another. We understand that success is a collective effort, and we are here to provide the platform for those connections to flourish. Sometimes, life takes unexpected turns, and dreams get put on hold. At Grandmas 2.0, we help grandmas redefine, realign, and redesign their lives. With determination, support, and a positive mindset, grandmas can shatter the stereotypes and limitations placed on them by society. Grandmas 2.0 is not just an organization, it's a movement. It's a call to action for grandmas everywhere to embrace their dreams, aspirations, and the infinite possibilities life still holds. Together, we're proving that age is not a limitation but an opportunity. It's our time to dream and achieve. And Grandmas 2.0 is here to make that journey extraordinary. And now, we're thrilled to introduce our Grandmas 2.0 membership designed to take your journey of rediscovery to the next level. Sign up now at www.grandmas2.0.com and be part of our community.